What we're going to be looking at now is we're going to be looking at the properties of these logarithmic functions and logarithms, different things we can do with them, different properties that agree with all of them. These will also be expanded onto if we have natural logs, which is a couple sections later. But these properties still agree with those, and they also go with a couple other different things in mathematics. But here are the properties. So if we have two logs with the same base, okay, so the key thing here is that these have to have the same base. If they have the same base and we're adding them together, what we do is that we would multiply the two numbers that we're taking the log of. So like here we have the log m plus log n. It would be the same as saying log m times n. So we would just multiply them together. If we're dividing, we would be subtracting the two. So if we have log of b m over n, we can say that's log m minus log n. And now if we have a power, if we're taking the number to some power, to the x power, we can put it out front. And so here we can put this one up into the power. They go either way. So sometimes we want to simplify it, sometimes we want to expand. Okay. In different situations you'll have to do either one. Sometimes you'll know what this is, but you don't know what this is. So if you're able to break this down into two parts, you're able to figure it out. Or if you know what the combined is, you can take the two and combine them. Okay. All right, so let's look at these. So simplifying. So this first one, if we look, we make sure that the bases are the same. In this case, both the bases are 3, so since they're the same, okay, we can have one, we can combine them into one log base 3. Now since we're adding, we're going to multiply those two together. 3 times 5, or 5 times 7. 5 times 7 is 35. So our answer would be log base 3 of 35. Okay. Now the next one we are subtracting, which means we can divide. Okay. So it'd be log of the first one minus the log of the second one. So log base 3 of 9 over 3, which simplifies down to log base 7, 3. Okay. And then from there we can simplify it, or we can solve it if we have to. And now this last one we have 3 log 4. Well, this 3 goes up into the power for the 7, giving us 3 base 4, or log base 4 of 7 to the third. And then sometimes you'd want to multiply this out, so you'd go 7 times 7 times 7, or leaving it in this case would be just fine. So simplifying, you take all this and you put it into just, your answer is going to be log of something. Okay, there's not going to be a number out front, there's not going to be an adding or subtracting, it's just log of whatever that number is. All right, now expanding. So with expanding, what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to make it, we're going to put adding and subtracting. We're going to show it if there's no powers, no multiplying, no dividing. We're just going to do the adding and subtracting. So here, we've got these two being multiplied together. Okay, so that means we can add it. So we'll have log 2 of x cubed plus log 2 y5. Now with these powers, we'd want to drop these powers out front of each one respectively. So we would have 3 log 2 x plus 5 log 2 y. And that would be our expanded form. Okay. That is our answer expanded and with adding and subtracting. So then the next one we've got multiplying and then dividing. Whichever one is the division you subtract. So here we could go log base 3 of a squared plus log base 3 of b cubed minus log base 3 of c4. Okay. Since the 4 is being divided, we put that one with the subtraction, and now we drop the powers all out front, which would give us that. Now we could rewrite this another. We could write this another way. We could have 2 log 3 a minus 4 log 3c plus 3 log 3b. That would work exactly the same. Whatever has a subtraction is going in the denominator. Okay, you could think of the c having a 4 to the negative 4th power. It would be c to the negative 4th power. And so when we drop the negative 4 out front, that's how we get the minus 4. Okay. All right, your IRAT. So with these, the first two simplify these, so put them so it's one logarithm with nothing out front. And for the second one, expand, you have to put these into adding and subtracting. Okay, so these will just be, you'll just have like log base 3 of some number and log base 8 of some number And the next one, you're going to have log 4 plus log something, or minus, plus minus plus minus for the expand. So the expand one you're going to make longer, and the simplify you're going to put it under one logarithm. Okay? All right. Those are your properties for logarithms.